Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Sunday, May 3rd. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and it's 48 degrees here in North Cape May. I am starting this ride outside of Harpoons on the Bay on Beach Drive in North Cape May, as you can see. I think this is going to be a ride just around North Cape May, so if anyone looking at this is looking at it in hopes of seeing sights of Cape May, I don't think I'm going to go over there this morning. It's not a nice day, as you can see from the sky. It's 48 degrees, but with the wind it feels like it's about 33 to 35 degrees, so it's not the best day for riding. And I'll be back down the end of this week, and the weather should be nicer, and I'll take another ride over to Cape May. So this ride will just be to show North Cape May and talk a little bit about some of the changes that have happened over the course of my time down here. And one of them is this structure that I'm looking at right now. When I first started coming down to this area, when my wife's parents purchased a home here, this was an establishment called the Rendezvous, and right next to the Rendezvous was a little sort of candy store called Bud and Ann's. Now those two establishments won't mean anything to 99% of the people watching this video, but the Rendezvous ultimately became Harpoon Henry's, and Harpoon Henry sold out to the current owners, and they changed the name to Harpoons on the Bay. I'm not sure the name Harpoon Henry was because of the founder of this area back in the early 1600s was a guy by the name of the name escapes me now, but the previous owner was a guy by the name of Ed Henry, so it's probably named after him, Harpoon Henry's. So I'm going to just take a ride around this area. And Bud and Ann's was a little candy store here that many years ago, my wife and I, when she wasn't my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time. I think I mentioned I started dating my wife when I was 13 and she was 12. And I am now 70 years old. And in fact, I have, this is unrelated to the community or unrelated to riding a motorcycle, but I have never actually dated or even held hands with another girl other than my wife. She was the first girl that I dated, first girl that I ever held hands with, and we've been together ever since. I think I'll turn down Whittier here just in case Harold is watching this video. I'll drive down past his former residence. came down, my wife and I came down Friday night, and we're heading back about midday today. We have to be back to be at our home to get the kids on the bus Monday morning. But then we'll be back down Friday, probably late Friday afternoon, and we'll be down for 5 days next week. So hope to get some better riding in, maybe take a ride up to Dennis or Dennisville. And this is the former residence of one of my regular viewers, Harold. I forget your last name, Harold. I apologize for that. And of course I'm at Indian, so I'm going to turn and go down Indian. There is no rain in the forecast for today, but the winds are supposed to pick up. It's a nasty, nasty looking sky. Now this North Cape May shopping center here, this little one, there's another one across Bayshore Road, has also undergone considerable changes over the years. At the corner here, this used to be an establishment called Keen's Kitchen, and we used to come up here to get pizza, and you could go in and sit and have other sit-down meals, but basically we went there for pizza. And in the middle of this shopping center, this little shopping center, where you see the sign that says Eternity Nails, this used to be a Dellis 5 and 10. There's a Dellis over on the Washington Street Mall in Cape May. And further down here, where you see the Cape May Dance Company, back in the day, that was a movie theater with 8 theaters in it. And this establishment that I'm pulling in the parking lot of right now is the Bayshore, not Bayshore, it's the Red Brick Ale House. Back in the day, this was called the Bayshore Lounge. And my father-in-law's father used to walk up here every day at 2 o'clock and sit and have a shot and a beer at the same spot in this lounge. It was more like a tap room. And my father-in-law never stopped referring to this as the Bayshore. And I don't know how many years it's been since it became Red Brick Ale House, but he could never remember that, and he would always refer to it as the Bayshore. And on the other side of the Bayshore was an establishment that we used to refer to as the Dirty Store. And we referred to it as the Dirty Store because it was not a very clean establishment, and also because they had a magazine rack in the front that used to display some adult magazines like Playboy and Penthouse. So it was always referred to as the Dirty Store. should really go get some gas, but I'll save that for the next trip. And I'm going down Town Bank Road now. Which will take me back to the Delaware Bay. We did not go out to any yard sales yesterday. Our normal practice is to never miss a Saturday of yard sailing. But my wife had a dermatologist appointment on Thursday morning, and they did what is referred to, as I understand, as red light therapy. And it's a kind of a therapy that is used in conjunction with when they burn things off of her face to make sure that they do not develop into any kind of skin cancer. Anyway, as a result of the red light therapy, she was instructed to not have any direct sunlight on her face for 72 hours. So I'm turning down Clubhouse Drive here, going a little bit through Town Bank. there's not a whole lot of whitecaps on the bay. You see the waves and the whitecaps in direct proportion to the wind. So you come down here when there's no wind and it's like a sheet of glass. But it's a nasty looking sky, right? So I think I'll go down Franklin and stop this video at the corner of Franklin and Indian, as I have many times in the past. Go home and post this, and then we'll head back up to Pennsylvania. Okay. Okay, everybody, I think that's going to be it for today. Not much riding around other than just what I did, a little quick tour around North Cape May. I am outside of 1300 Franklin. And as many times as I've come here, I've never seen the residents. I never see the door open. I never see them in the yard or any sign. I don't know if they are permanent residents or if they're seasonal. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that just to see when there's a sign of life here. So that's it for today. Not much to really see or comment on this ride. Thank you for watching, and I will be back down on Friday night, so weather permitting, I'll be back out on the bike next Saturday, and if it's a nice day, I'll take a ride over to Cape May to update what town looks like in the second week in May. So thank you for watching. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you next week. See you in the next video next week.